Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about crypto Bitcoin, but more specifically we're going to talk about Altseason. It's Altseason here. Are altcoins going to go totally crazy? Today I'm going to show you from a macro point of view what I think, what could be happening from now in the next few months. So stay tuned, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because we post one video about crypto trading every single day. Bitcoin, $87,500. The reason why we dropped yesterday from roughly, I'm going to show you from this point, we were supposed to break to the upside. We saw everybody on the internet. If you go on the internet, everybody was talking about Bitcoin going to 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 150,000. We went to here, dropped down to $85,700. And the reason is because of Donald Trump placing the tariffs and all that BS. But what is actually quite funny, and I'm going to show you the proof right in front of your eyes, where everybody else was calling the 95,000 and all of that. I came here. You can see on X my post thinking about a potential drop 85, 86,000. These are all the reasons before Donald Trump was even opening his mouth. You can see from here, guys, that even in our VIP group, I'm going to show you in the Bitcoin analysis, everything was already documented for a drop here. Why? Because we are professionals. We are professional. We work with different tools compared to the average trader that they just moon boys. They just try to spread hype everywhere. We use data. We use advanced TA, technical analysis. And also, for example, even yesterday, Dogecoin, we just gave this short entry, 0.20, 0.25. Guys, everything documented here. There is no 26th of March, 4:41 a.m., everything written here. I'm going to show you Dogecoin what happened. I mean, what can we say? 0.25, 0.25, 0.205. Perfection again. The VIP group, guys, is killing it. You can see the trading results here. Like every day, they just bring, look at that. Just printing money. They're helping each other. We are a group of professional traders, guys. We are just helping each other, making money. We are killing it. So if you want to be in a community where you're going to have Bitcoin analysis, altcoin analysis every single day, spot trading, what to do with this Altseason and all that, guys, the VIP group is the way to go. Link in the description as well here. And also, if you want an amazing exchange, I will recommend you to sign up with one of my partners, Blowfin. Very low fees once you join with my link. But anyway, let's go back into BTC and let's see what's happening right now, what could be happening, and then we're going to talk about Altseason. So right now, basically Bitcoin is forming either, it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly what it is, but it's forming either what I can see from here, a bull flag, or is forming, I'm going to show you what. You can see from this point here, like, from 1 hour, we could be seeing, for example, we have a push up to here, we're going to have a drawdown this way, and then we should be able to go to the upside if this is going to be a bull flag. But the other bearish scenario that we have to take into consideration is that we could be seeing right now, we had a break of structure from this point, like you used to have a potential pennant from here, which broke to the downside. So right now, what could be happening is that we're going to see potentially like a rebound, up to this area around 88,000, and then another drop down to here, make everybody scared, everybody bearish, and then they're going to be able to pump it. So you can even see from here, putting all the, all of our points all attached together. So like this, you can see that in approximation of like $85,000. And remember, at here, we also have a CME gap that usually has to be filled. So I wouldn't be surprised if tonight the US is probably going to go and drop, down to here. And then tomorrow, remember, we have a PC. PC is going to be very important. Measurement of inflation. If this number is going to come lower than expectation, then I can see Bitcoin breaking this like potential flag and then to go higher, $91,000 to $92,000. But right now, guys, we are still, down to here. And again, lots of people were calling for yesterday 93,000. It was already guaranteed, and then boom, went down to 86,000. But again, it's all transfold, of course, right? We were very lucky to get this on all of this in advance. But let's have a look more, I would say, macro-wise, what you should be expecting right now, what we have to look for. So you can see from here, right? Bitcoin is basically right now under resistance. Okay, now nobody can deny that Bitcoin is under resistance here. Let's see. We broke the structure. we have a point here around $91,000 that we have to reclaim. The only reason why I will be getting bullish again with BTC if it's going to be able to break, let's say, 92,000 and stay above here. Once I can see that, when I can see like a nice yellow candle above, let's say, $93,000, then I can see more continuation to the upside and potential like a new all-time high, 120, 130,000. But as I told you before, if we're not going to see that, I'm sorry, but I'm going to show you the target where it could be happening. I'm going to go back in time so you can see from like more like a macro point of view if I can find it. I'm going to cancel here. So basically, if Bitcoin, this is actually like just like a ABC correction, then you're going to be see it's going to be 1, it's going to be 2, and then it's going to be 3. And the target is going to be around here. Because theoretically, right, if you actually take this into consideration from like a Fibonacci retracement value, you can see that at this point we have a 0.382 retracement of Fibonacci around 73,000, and as you can see, we haven't touched that level. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to go down one more time, basically make everybody scared, fearful, this is the end of the bull market, and blah blah blah, and then is going to resume the uptrend. So maybe it could be, as I told you last time, a push up to here around 93, something like that. And you can see that if I'm going to do like an ABC, it brings me exactly to this area around 72,000, 73,000 to the 100 moving average. So this movement, which I'm describing right now, I mean, it will be making sense. Look at this. If you actually have a look, from here, looks, in my opinion, perfect. You can see, like, we have like almost like a channel. Then we could be seeing from here, once we're gonna go to the level, a final fifth wave to go to the upside, maybe to, I mean, on the logarithmic scale, show even like 180. I don't know if we're gonna go to 180, but maybe around maybe 130 to maybe 160. That could be the area for the last, I would say, like parabolic leg. That's how we can call it, because I'm pretty sure like Donald Trump is just playing right now. Now, today is not about Bitcoin so much. I want to talk about altcoins. Okay, altcoins. People are asking me right now: is the altcoin season the Ethereum killer? Is Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin and blah blah blah? Guys, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't want to ruin your dreams or anything, but I'm really sick and tired of hearing people talking about is it Altseason tomorrow? Is it Altseason tomorrow? Altseason, in my opinion, is going to come, but maybe it's not going to be now. It's going to be in 3 months, 4 months. What we need to see right now to see a proper Altseason is going to be a huge blue candle coming like that. Huge blue candle. And what I'm talking about, I'm talking about something like that. Boom, down to here. This yellow bar should be blue. And once you're going to see this point, this really crazy downturn from here, where you see Bitcoin stabilizing and you see altcoins to go to totally crazy. And I'm not talking about now that they go up like 3%, 5%. I'm talking about like 30% daily. Then we can see we have initiated alt season. So 2 potential scenario I can see from here. Number one is going to be that we're going to go and drop from this point down to maybe 46% Bitcoin dominance, and we should be seeing like altcoins to go totally crazy. Even if I can give you like a potential, I would say, date as well, maybe around maybe September, October, that could be a good date, maybe even before. But also we have to be mindful as well that although there is a divergence here, like a bearish divergence, still I haven't seen a proper weakness in the Bitcoin dominance. And you can see that if you want to, it can even go up to 70% Bitcoin dominance. And it's going to go up to 70% only in 2 cases. One, Bitcoin is going to get destroyed. And second is going to be that Bitcoin goes to like 130, 140. Then I can see this scenario coming up. And of course, if Bitcoin is going to crash, altcoins are going to go lower as well. If Bitcoin is going to pump, altcoins are going to go and basically stay stable. They're not going to do much. But again, if, to be honest, we're going to go even higher than this, then once it's going to go down again, guys, altcoins are going to go completely crazy. And again, maybe we're not going to have any alt season, maybe it's not going to happen, but I'll tend to prefer to have a look at the history. I like to have a look at the history, what happens with the past, and I still believe we're gonna see Altseason. Even right now, like you can see that Bitcoin dominance theoretically, even like looking at the stochastic RSI, we are showing like weakness right now in the Bitcoin dominance. You can see the stochastic RSI basically about to cross probably to the downside again from here. You can see this clear bearish divergence in place, and you can see that we are basically at resistance right now, and Bitcoin is really struggling. So I wouldn't be surprised looking at the chart that we could maybe see like a little fake out like that, and then it's going to be something like that. Okay, and of course, when this happens, it's not going to happen in one day, but at least what I would like you to understand is that you have to see the trigger here. You can't just go and listen to Andrew Tate, Luke Belmar, I don't know how that called, that they just tell you, oh yeah, bro, 100x, bro, 200x, bro. I mean, you got to be a professional in this game. You can't just go but you have to be patient as well. Patience is going to be super important. Now, let's analyze and see what's happening as well with altcoins in terms of are we going to see one more crash before we're going to go higher? What is going to be the chance, and what is going to be happening? So right now, very similar to I guess opposite to Bitcoin dominance, you can see that the TOTAL3 market cap, as for here, is basically missing this last point to go higher. Okay, I still believe that Ethereum hasn't done anything right now. They're doing something to, I would say, suppress the price to don't buy much, but they're probably going to come with a catalyst soon just to justify that they're going to pump the shit out of Ethereum. And of course, if Ethereum pumps, I mean, altcoins are going to go crazy. And in my opinion, looking at this chart, I can really resemble me like an inverted head and shoulder. Like you can see this one, you can see this movement, or even, to be honest, look what happened in 2021. We had that big pump to the upside here. I'm going to go and zoom in a little bit for you. So you can see in 2021 that we had a pump, then we had a drop, but we can even measure if you can go from here. And that drop went down to the 0.618 Fibonacci, all the golden pocket. Went to the 0.5, had a little bit of a retracement, and then it went down. And what is actually quite surprising right now is that if you're going to go from this point here, and then I'm going to go from the beginning of the bull market and then drop this one here, which I already dropped. Sorry, I already designed this one. The 0.618 Fibonacci is around the $6 to $5 billion. So what it means that theoretically we could be seeing if this is going to play out. You can see that we had a break of structure from this point here. We just broke this important level of resistance, and now we're basically going down and retest this resistance. So theoretically, if you see from here, you can see that we're going to go potentially maybe down one more time and then have a big impulse to the upside. That could be happening. And the way you can measure all of this, and if I'm right, guys, all of you owe me like a bottle of wine with it. I'll show you what could be happening right now. So let's pretend this is going to be like a cup and handle. You can see the cup here, and then it's forming now a handle. So what we could be seeing from here is going to be, I'm going to draw live for you, because sometimes in a macro picture, maybe you can just neglect this little thing here. But theoretically, if this is a cup and handle, parallel channel, we put it like this. Okay, that would be making sense. And if this is going to be a cup and handle, you could be seeing the target to go from here to here, bringing probably up to this point here. And it goes around 1.8, 1.9 trillion dollars. So, and then I'm going to go here and converge this point here. It's basically telling me that from this point, sorry, because we're going to go down to, something like that. I'm just trying to do an approximation, but probably from here. Let's go this way. Yeah. And then this way. I mean, it's quite accurate, I must say. It's quite accurate that everything is pointing to that target. And with Bitcoin, this what had happened. So that's why I'm quite bullish, when it comes to altcoins, thinking we're going to see one last movement. Look at as well, very important, the stochastic RSI down this way, RSI is at 50. We could be seeing like a crossover on the 2 weeks chart, which means that this movement could be totally justified. And maybe we could be in here, You can see that we had a drop down to this area. We could be at this point here. We could be going down a little bit more at the $600 billion. And then we could be seeing like this, like relief last rally coming up. And then, I don't know, maybe it's going to be a bear market from there. Next one, guys, talking about Ethereum. Ethereum, they told me about the flippening is starting, I don't even know how to call it. I mean, the flippening, like, really. Well, what are you guys talking about, really? It just it makes me, this is very hilarious. And don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong. I am very bullish on Ethereum. I'm very bullish. I think it's gonna perform so well. It's gonna really fucking go crazy. But at the same time, to say, "Oh, I'm so bullish, Ethereum is about to send it." I mean, is about to send what? Is about to go to zero. Probably is about to send. So the problem right now here is that you have to be smart enough to understand that there is an opportunity here. There is a big opportunity. If Ethereum goes down to, let's say, 1,600, 1,500, guys, I'm going to buy. Like, really, I'm going to go and buy crazy with other coins, which we, talk about in the VIP group as well. However, we need to be mindful that, we have to understand that right now, Ethereum is basically, I'm not going to say it's dead, but it probably will take time. And what we need to understand is that we have to break this point here. So once we're going to be able to break this point, then I can see, strength coming up. Maybe we're going to go to, 0.10 is going to be like quite of a stretch, but maybe it could be happening. And again, 0.05 could be the first target we could be reaching. And if that happens, guys, if let's say Bitcoin goes up to like 130,000, then I can see Ethereum going to $6,000 or $7,000. But again, it all depends what's going to be happening once Ethereum is going to be able to go and break this point here. So probably the first target I would say for me to say, I'm probably going to take some money out. It's probably going to be at this point here, 0.04, 0.05. But otherwise, I would say like the most bullish target I have here is probably the retracement up to the 0.10, which means that if Bitcoin goes to, let's say, 140, 130, Ethereum could go to 13,000. Is it achievable? Yeah, definitely it could be happening. But we need like a very strong catalyst to occur. But anyway, guys, that's about it for today. I really hope this helped you. Just one last thing as well, guys, very important. Stock market as well. The crypto is very highly related to the stock market as well, and we need to also have a look at what's happening now with the stock market. Looking at the monthly chart, to be honest, doesn't look very. People say it's very bullish. I don't know. Like you see that we have a monthly trend. There is still like a support around here, around 5,300. We can also have a look at the weekly chart. People calling for the end of the bull market. To them, it's already a bear market. Okay, that's a little bit early to me to say, but again, could be similar to Bitcoin. Maybe we're gonna go up here, have another drop, and then finally we're gonna start, to go up again. Because even like for example, that's another thing. The US 10 years, which I told you so many times, right now, unless it's not gonna be able to go up again from here. If the PC is going to come low, this is a clear head and shoulder and should be going lower. In this case, the Fed is going to cut interest rates and risk assets are gonna soar like crazy. So again, maybe a little bit of a bumpy ride still because of our friend Donald Trump putting tariffs left, right, and center. We in our VIP group we always laugh about this, but I would say medium term, guys, I'm very bullish, and I'm expecting good things to come. But anyway, you have a great and fantastic day. If you have a question, leave a comment down below. But otherwise, I'm gonna see you in another video. See you soon.